I know that Bitcoin has been extremely boring for the last 2 weeks, but that is all going to change probably starting from today, because 16 billion of fresh funds are waiting to enter the crypto space, and I have a few very juicy trading setups for you to ride the wave of new liquidity that's about to enter the crypto space. That and more in today's episode. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Without further ado, let's start diving in, and let's first talk about the 16 billion, because those are then the funds that were recovered from FTX downfall, and they are starting to repay creditors today. And today is really today, the 18th. You can also see here that the article here was written today and published today. So that is very exciting news, and very likely it will flow back into the crypto space, because the people who lost money, those are traders, those are investors, they are looking for a return on their money. So to think that most of the money will be cashed out when put on a savings account or let's say into bonds, that is just very unlikely. So the expectation is that most of the 16 billion that will be credited will eventually flow back into crypto, and I completely share that opinion. Now, that does not mean click on a button today and send and it will right away flow into crypto. It will be gradually, but who cares eventually if they're buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana. I think this could be a major influx of fresh capital into the crypto market. With that being said, I have been looking at the liquidation heat map, and I've saw something super interesting what I'm definitely waiting to trade. And that is that you can see, this is the 24-hour map, that in the last 24 hours we have really been building up quite some liquidity, quite some stop losses here at and around 94,000. Now let me quickly go to the chart. Here you can see the big sideways period, and if I'm zooming in here on the 4-hour and I'm taking a fib retracement of that high that we have created until that low, so just to show you that you know what we're talking about, this is that low, this is that high, and then back here to that 78.6 that also coincides with the yearly open at and around 93,500, and I just told you at around 94 are a heck of a lot of liquidations. So what I am really looking out for is that we are going down. We are going to take that liquidity, hit the 78.6, hit the yearly open that's at the exact same level at 93,570, taking out all the early longers here and then make a move to the upside. This would absolutely be my most favorite long trade to take. And I'm also right away going to put that in the screen, so that's somewhere here, and the stop loss will go underneath the low that is already being created at 91,200. If that level doesn't hold, I am still interested in taking a long from that current low that we created, 91,200. But I wrote down watch out, very important, watch out. I don't mind if price goes lower a little bit, but I want to see a relatively quick recovery, minutes, maybe a couple hours, but that's it. I do not want to see a close of a daily candle underneath that 91,200, because if you are going to close underneath 91,200, then we only have this major low underneath. That right here is at 89, and I think if you're closing here underneath, you're also going to take out this one, and if you take out that one, and let me quickly zoom out to the 12-hour, then actually there is no support underneath. So that 89 is an absolute make it or break it, because then we have just pure liquidity and then we have no market structure. So once we are breaking that 89, I think it's going to be a very fast move towards the low 70s, and that could be an absolute cascade event. So that 89k is a absolute must hold, and for this second long, like I said, not really my favorite, but hey, if we're getting an SFP off that low, I will take it, but I want to see a relatively quick recovery, then a V shape to the upside to then trade it higher. But this first long from the yearly open, 78.6 liquidity level around that 94k is for me the absolute most favorite long. Then for the shorts, I can actually keep this very short, pun unintended. We have this level right here from this high, 102, 480. I actually pretty much want to see the same as at the bottom, but then reversed. Price goes higher, is taking that high, eventually losing it, and then going lower. Stop loss goes above the local high being created, and I'm really just aiming then here for these lows again, that yearly open. So there could be one hell of a trade. That is what I'm looking for. Other than that, actually not really interested in shorting any of these highs, because this looks to me pure liquidity. So I'm afraid once you start taking out the 105, 106, you're going to take out all of these highs. So I'm actually not so interested in shorting higher than this. Maybe if we get something super clear on an all-time high, but other than that, I'm actually not so interested. One note I want to make is that I do have a few very local levels here. I'm not going to share them in this video. I do share them on my Discord. It's completely for free and it's public, so if you want to join, click on the link in the description and then you can see exactly what I'm looking at. However, if I am taking a short here, it will be from a very specific set of rules and conditions that I want to see before I enter the trade. So it is absolutely not a guarantee. I am not going to preset any of these trades that I'm showing you here. I really want to see how price develops. Very unlikely, but maybe I will take a short here. If I do, I will only share it on my Discord. Again, completely for free, link in the description. Feel free to check it out. Then I just want to finish it up by having a quick look at the market cipher, because it's a little bit tricky. We're having here the daily, the red dot got confirmed yesterday, but actually you can see here that the money flow and the view up is around the zero line. RSI is also pretty flat, so I'm actually not so super bearish, although it actually, yeah, for the momentum wave looks somewhat weak, but actually I'm not so super bearish on this. If I'm then zooming into the 4 hour, not really sure what to make of this. We have a green dot followed by a red dot and again a green dot. We have also here the money flow and the view up pretty close to the zero line. It doesn't really look like it wants to bleed out. Have to say, the 1 hour actually looks good for more upside. You can see here that the momentum waves are already going pretty much higher, constantly a higher low. The money flow looks like it wants to roll over here and really start pumping to the green. The momentum wave is now for the first time very clearly above that zero line. RSIs are higher, and we also have a couple of green dots here. So all in all, on the 1 hour, it looks pretty bottomed out. Of some of the other time frames, it is a little bit iffy. So the best thing that could happen, that would also then coincide with that best short trade that I'm looking at right now. Let me quickly take this out, else it becomes a little bit ugly. Is that once New York opens, we are going down. We are going to take out all the early longers, hitting that yearly open 78.6 liquidity level, and then market cipher B also creates us one more very juicy bullish divergence, money flow already rolling up. This would be an absolutely screaming long for me if we're getting it. And if we get that one more dump down and the bullish divergence with the money flow stays intact. So this could be a super juicy trade, and if that money of the 16 billion starts flowing back in, it is yippee-ki-yay to the upside, and I think we can see some tremendous pumping in the next couple days and weeks. Guys, that will be it. If you agree with me or disagree with me, please let me know in the comments, and when you're down there anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss future notifications. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye bye.